Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 238, released April 1983. Our price, $1.25, which is indeed chimp. But before we do that, please let me remind you, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're making big progress. We're making huge progress. And it's all thanks to you, those people who clicked subscribe, who give these videos a thumbs up, who leave comments. That's how the channel grows. So thank you so much for that. If you want to support me in another way, you can go to patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is down in the description. I got buttons, I got stickers. And I'm trying to plan out the next thing for supporters, to send supporters. With that, let me thank those people that, these are the people I get to thank today. Ben Forsgren, Joey Gesso, Reflection of Perfection, Misimo, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McNerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, let's get back. Which one do I hit? To this. Oh, great. What a fool I am. Always gets me. Where am I? Here I am. So here's a beautiful Jack Rickard cover on Mad Magazine number 238. And it really is. It's beautiful. It's memorable. And it plays on that like beautiful illustration, that Charles Darwin inspired illustration of things coming up through evolution. Mad celebrates Charles Darwin's birthday. Happy birthday, Charlie. There's an asterisk. Let's see. Where's the, where do I find, oh, wait, no, that's double asterisk. What, me furry? Anyway, I don't know what that asterisk refers to. Anyway, I wish I was clever enough to have noticed that earlier. Here's an inside cartoon by Sergio Aragones. I didn't even notice this before I was looking. I think I may have, the two pages got stuck together a little bit. Look at them, TV directors. There's some politician giving a speech, and it was just a bunch of saguaro cactus. So they must be in northern Mexico. Saguaro only grow in Arizona and parts of northern Mexico too. That's actually a fact. Here we have, I got to zoom in on this. You guys know it. You know I love it. The suicide ads. Why kill yourself just because you missed the last issue at the newsstand? Subscribe to Mad. Hey, these are great. This one, actually, I don't remember seeing this one before. So took a picture of it, added it to my collection. I'm trying to build up a collection of all of the suicide ads so that I can do a little video on those. So that's going to be a long time coming, but I think it'll be worth the wait, right? Anyway, we do have chutzpah is charging $1 for Mad and then saying it's cheap. Kathy King, Winter Haven, Illinois. Yeah, Mad gets expensive. Probably, I don't know if you guys know this, the modern price of Mad, like $5.99 or whatever, maybe it's $4.99. It's been like that it's stayed that price longer than anything else, any other time period in Mad. No other price point has remained as steady as that. I would say in any industry, anywhere. Gas prices, no. Egg prices, no. Just Mad Magazine. That's the only thing that's consistent in the world, is the price of a Mad Magazine. And I hope you appreciate that. An officer ain't no gentleman. Was that Gene, not Gene Hackman, Gene. Anyway, he put a hamster in his butt. So that's another true fact that you guys can take to the bank. God, God damn, what was his name? Gene something or other. Anyway, what's this about? Some poor guy who goes to the Naval Academy and then he gets a babe, right? That's essentially what this film is. Mort Drucker doing beautiful illustrations. And yeah, you know, that's, they throw their hats in the air. I don't know. I got to watch a bunch of these movies. This is what I really wanted to get to, which is Don Martin's Atomic Holocaust Survival Manual. Very much unlike a Don Martin you're used to. It's not a one-page thing. First off, it's like there's a splash page. Look at that. Beautiful. That lettering's kind of fun too. But anyway, we don't see Don Martin like this too often. This is pages upon pages. This is a big payday for Donnie, okay? But this is the type of thing where he's used to just doing his own comics or whatever that are kind of tell a story. This is, writer Don Edwing. The Dons, all right, are at it. This is like almost like a normal mad thing that they would get anybody to do. You know, it's like, who could I see doing this? George Woodbridge? You could see George Woodbridge. Atomic Holocaust, George Woodbridge? Yeah. Important clues to look for, which may indicate a pending atomic attack. Clue 1, politicians start leaving the country. Clue number 2, emergency broadcast tests increase. We interrupt this program to test the emergency broadcast system for the 6th time today. This is only a test. We interrupt this TV show to test. Clue number 5, weird book titles began to appear. How to Live Like a Mole for 30 Days. Cockroaches are food too. And you thought 3 Mile Island was bad. 3 Mile Island wasn't really that bad. I don't think anybody died. Most nuclear incidences, not that many people die. All right? Except you're going to say Chernobyl, but that was mostly the mishandling of it rather than the thing itself. So, Fukushima, not that many people died from the meltdown, okay? Remember, there was also a tsunami. Anyway, can you tell I'm a nuclear power apologist? Pet animals start acting strangely. Oh, look at that. He's going to commit seppuku. Anyway, this is like, I like this. I like this quite a lot, illustrating this writing that Don Edwing has done. Do you remember when TVs would make a noise when you turned them on? Those old tube televisions? This is the emergency broadcast system. We are under atomic attack. You have 3 minutes to find shelter. This station will advise when you are safe. But first, a word from our sponsor. I love it. I wasn't lying also when I said it goes on and on. It's pretty awesome. I love this one in particular because I was yelled at a lot for slamming the door. Okay, young man, I've had it with you. You go to your room now. Wham! How many times do I have to tell you don't slam the door? Look at that. He got his cool letters in, his fun words, and also some really cool illustrations. Street maps, evacuation maps, $20. There we go. Now, this is something that I thought was kind of interesting. Let's take a look. Let's take an inside look at the current administration. Wait, what do I want to do? Am I trying to do this? Why is it like... That's better. The current administration with mad ex-Reagans. Now, you're going to think that I'm going to poo-poo this because it's photos with captions or word bubbles, and normally I would. However, this does have an added layer to it, and that added layer is illustrations. Illustrations by whom? Bob Clark. So you know it's good. Doesn't look like Bob Clark's style. If it didn't say artist Bob Clark, I wouldn't have guessed it. That's for sure. Yes, Ronnie, this is your life, and the voice you just heard from behind the curtain is from your past, the man you once called number one. And look at, there's Richard Nixon. This is my favorite one. That's right. if I decide not to run for a second term, I will definitely support Mr. Bush. This is funny because, one, it looks like Mr. Bush is holding a gun to him. That's very funny for two reasons. One, Ronald Reagan was shot. Yeah, he was. There's an assassination attempt on his life. And also, George Bush was part of the CIA when the CIA killed John F. Kennedy. And George Bush Sr. was in Dallas at the time. And when asked why he was in Dallas, as a CIA guy, he said, I don't remember. Don't remember. Why were, hey, say, you went to New York City on 9/11. Why'd you go? I don't know. Was I there? I don't know. I don't remember where I was on 9/11. What a goofball. Anyway, look at, no, I don't believe my age is affecting my memory. Next question. And look at, this is something we don't have anymore, like little garters for your socks. Yes, men wore those. Wasn't it sweet of the Kennedys to invite us here to their estate? Surrounded by landmines. I like this. I think this is super fun. Mr. President, can you tell us where you got the idea for your hairstyle? Bob's Big Boy Hamburgers. Reagan had cool hair. Presidents don't have cool hair anymore. That's a fact. Name the last president with cool hair. Here's Matt's suggestions for how our cities can solve their problems. Look at empty town pools during winter. That's not a problem. That's like, obviously they're going to be empty during winter. Wasted manpower due to idle firemen. Decaying houses, high unemployment, cavernous potholes, costly parades, low ridership on nighttime buses, big gas-guzzling police patrol cars, and very obstructive double parked cars. I like how it goes from the very real cavernous potholes to things like costly parades. Anyway, these are the solutions to it. And what a wonderful illustration. Wait, who did this? Is this like Harry North Esquire? It kind of reminds me of that. Probably not, though. Who did? Harry North Esquire. I'm good. Listen, I know I looked through it before, but I don't always look at those details. So just trust me. I am that good. I'm a human genius, okay? Many people don't know that or don't appreciate it. Here we have a turnstile placed every 5 blocks down the center of the street. Let the paraders pay for the privilege of messing up the city's traffic and sanitation schedule. Do that to the freaking marathon runners, man. That's what you have to do. Forget spending millions to repave. Get celebrities to sign the potholes. If schmucks travel from all over to see stars' footprints on Hollywood Boulevard, you can bet they'll flock to see your local celebrity potholes. Oh yeah, put the firemen to work during slack time periods as high-rise window washers and apartment buildings. For high-rise office and apartment buildings, the city and firemen could split whatever they make, 50-50. That sounds fair. And now this is another one. This kind of, it's it's like that Don Martin one, I think, where I'm just not used to seeing a lot of Duck Edwing or Don Edwing doing things like this. Usually it's his own little cartoons, like 5 panels or 3 panels, taking up a whole page. This is fun. I like it. Little known and rarely diagnosed mad ailments contracted at hospitals. Here we have the adjusted bed. Crime in it. I give up. From now on, if I can't read it, I'm not going to look at it. The cold bedpan, goosebumps, sweats, and shivers syndrome. The we didn't get it the first time, repeat X-ray exposure. 3 Mile Island X-ray Machine Company. Boy, they're getting a lot of mileage out of 3 Mile Island. Every 3 hours, needle puncture anticipation frenzy. the discharge day accounting office seizure and relapse. And of course, the cold, bland, disgusting hospital food nausea seizure. These are fun little illustrations. I like Don. Now these ones, listen, look at this block of text. I'm giving up already because I know I won't be able to read that very well. And so we're just going to look at these beautiful George Woodbridge illustrations. The Olympics will be here in a year or so, and once again we'll be watching the same old events like running and jumping and swimming. It seems a pity that the Olympic Committee doesn't know where the real action is these days, mainly the new video games. Well, one day those old fogies will see the light, and Pac-Man and Tempest will take their place along with the 1,500-meter run and the 100-meter backstroke. And when that day comes, we'll proudly enter these kids as the U.S. video game Olympic team. Here you have Vito Guts Calamari from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Specialty Missile Command. Wilmer Annabelle Mungler, Huntsville, Alabama, Specialty Frenzy. Jose Shark Yamaha, Phoenix, Arizona, Specialty Defender. Seamus Hulk Epstein, Chicago, Illinois, Specialty Berserk. Seamus, that's not how you spell Seamus, it's S-E-A-M-U-S. Al Ironman Argley, Escondido, California, Specialty Tempest. Jasper Flake Fink, New York, Specialty is Frogger. Wanda Easy Backstall, Hartford, Connecticut, Specialty QIX. I don't know what that means. And then Cosmo Hex Cleaver, Spokane, Washington, Specialty. Oh, my ankle. Pac-Man. Sorry, guys, I had an itchy ankle. Look at these George Woodbridge illustrations, though. He's so awesome. He's the awesomest. Here we have the lighter side of, okay, status clothing. Let's do it. Let's do this, you guys. This is going to be, I bet you this is good. Didn't read it. This is a cold read. How much is this knit shirt? $55.95. Wow. Why is this so expensive? Look at it and you'll see why. I'm looking at it and I don't see anything special. Aha! That's it. Now we're talking status. It doesn't have the manufacturer's name or initials or any little animals on it. What? Anyway, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, some people got mad at me for not knowing Walter Cronkite. People were like, you don't know Walter Cronkite? Andy Rooney. Andy Rooney, Andy Rooney. The guy from Boys Town with Spencer Tracy? That's crazy. Why are they referencing him? He's probably not done anything. 60 Minutes. Oh, it's an editorial about him. Probably is a famous child actor. Turned, you know, I don't know. He probably didn't do anything after Boys Town. Did you ever wonder why a TV show that prides itself in accurate reporting calls itself 60 Minutes when, if you take out all the commercials by those big corporate sponsors, the show actually only runs for 53 minutes? Did you ever stop to think that this show is the reason Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and the rest of the gang from The Wonderful World of Disney were canceled by NBC? Did you ever wonder why Mike Wallace enjoys the trust and respect of the American people after he did all those TV commercials in the 50s urging us to smoke cigarettes? Did you ever, personally, know anyone named Morley? Did you ever wonder why, with all our crusading stories about the ugly horrors of discrimination and the shocking plight of the blacks in America, it took us over 13 years to finally hire a black correspondent for our show? Did you ever wonder how Mike Wallace got away with that ethnic slur about blacks being so easily duped because they're too busy eating watermelon to pay attention? Holy shit. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Okay, I couldn't find it. I'm gonna look that up. That's nuts. Did you ever think that If an elected official made the same joke, he'd be hounded by the media and this show. Did you ever wonder what Ed Bradley thought of all this? Did you ever notice that for a guy who makes tons of money and knows he's going to be beamed into millions of homes each week, I wear some of the worst fitting and out-of-style clothes in the history of men's fashion? Good old, what's his name again? Andy Rooney. I wonder if Andy Rooney can do any ethnic impressions. Anyway, you know he or she is not for you when... Well, you know she is not for you when she screams insults at tough-looking guys from your car window. She watches a magician make someone disappear and tells you confidently, it's a trick. You know, I'm going to say, that honestly annoys me so much when people like talk about movies or things like that, and it's just like, well, that's fake. Like, no, duh, it's fake. No, duh, the movie that it's a movie, for crying out loud. Yes, it's fake. I know it's fake. It's a film. It's a work of fiction. I don't need you to tell me. I just want to, indulge in a fantasy about, wizards or superheroes or Godzilla. I don't need... Yes, it's not realistic, you dolt. Golly. Anyway, you know that she's not for you when she excuses herself during parties to go into the bedroom to lie down and 7 guys do the same thing. What? Okay, you know he is not for you when he wants to do your hair. You know he's not for you when he's into death. When the friends he wants you to meet are all out on bail awaiting trials for murder, or worse. And you know he's not for you when he kisses your kid brother on the lips the first time they meet. Oh my God. Wow. That is something. That is a sign that he's not for you, big time. Boy, oh boy. I think we're going to move on past this because I wanted to talk about Matt's new twist to old tales by Paul Peter Porges. This is not unlike a fairy tale that we would like to see. You sort of get like the rapid fire version of it. We can go through, look, and admire some of Paul Peter Porges' work. The Tower of Babel goes co-op. What is that? What's the Tower of Babel goes co-op? The Tower of Babel goes co-op. Co-op. I don't understand that. Listen, I understand. I know what the Tower of Babel is. I know that God destroyed the Tower of Babel and then scattered them all across the globe. I don't understand what it means when it goes co-op. Anyway, Aladdin's arrested for using illegal alien labor. Snow White saved by Prince applying Heimlich maneuver. Gridlock on the yellow brick road. Oh, and it's all the midges. Look at them, poor guys. Peter Pan held in pattern over Never Never Land, then rerouted to Dallas-Fort Worth. Hunchback of Notre Dame advertises designer jeans. I don't understand that. Old woman who lived in a shoe moves into a high-rise housing project. And finally, Trojan horse recalled by manufacturers because of structural defects. Well, that's not realistic. They probably, the Greeks made that horse themselves. They are the manufacturers. Isn't that fun? When people tell you things that are why something is inaccurate. Here we have the Spy versus Spy. Hit pause and admire that. It's the only one that you get today. And here we have Goldie Hawn's movie, Private Benjamin. What, a lady in the army? Never heard of it. And finally, looking back, this is an unsoiled page, so you will not find out what that fold-in is right here. Suggested retail price, $37.95. Ouch. That's how I feel about video games now. But also, this is great because this went on to be one of the worst video games of all time. And I think they like went and dumped them all into the desert or something. It was an epic failure, this video game was. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, type in the chat, Wimmy Wham Wham Waffle. This has been Mad Magazine number 238. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.